All right, hello. My name is Russell Parker, and this is Speaking Freely. And it's been 13 days since the last video. I wanted to come on here and explain today. Today I've been having a fairly massive attack per se, and in the way that I've had a headache all day, and it's still here a little bit. It was here, and then it shifted over to here throughout the day. But then also I've had a repetition of thoughts of basically to the effect of my life is trash, and maybe I should just end it all. And I don't want to say the word because of YouTube flagging things, and maybe that's too much too. To the effect of like just like walking into the street not caring almost, and but also every time you do it, it's just like you don't want to. That's why you haven't done it. that's why that's why you're still here. And why am I even thinking like this? Yesterday was so wonderful, and I know exactly what had happened was I went on Facebook, and I didn't post the talking bad about people. I did it the opposite way and said how grateful I am for my artwork, and how much it has changed my life, and how I'm actually getting accustomed and used to being compared to the great artists of the past. Picasso and Da Vinci today once, and who are the others? I don't even care. Gustav Klimt is a regular, almost daily anymore. In the beginning, it was Monet, and who's the other one? It really doesn't matter. I didn't study art, and it's just it amuses me actually more than anything that people compare me to great artists, and it's like I don't even know how to draw, y'all. I'm just learning. I popped out myself. I popped out a style, and I call it spiralism. And it's not out there, as far as I'm aware. As far as people have told me, a lot of people that say they're studied up in their art, either as a student or as a teacher or a professor or whatnot. Many people have come through my way and said that this is unique and it belongs in a museum. Three people, maybe I think four people, but at least three people told me the museum thing, and it's just like, oh, you're like blowing out of proportion there, man. But it's a unique style, and it has totally changed my life. The Lake Hartwell painting and having the print, and the fact that I've sold probably about 100 of them so far, which isn't a crazy amount, but it's really changed my life, and it's given me an actual niche to focus on that I've never really had in my past. I've always had different jobs and things of that nature. Like I could be a welder, I could be a draftsman, I could be an engineer, I could be a tooling designer, I could be a cable installer, I could be construction work, I could be a backhoe operator, I could, different heavy equipment operators. I can do all kind of stuff. I could be a roofer, I could probably be a teacher, but I don't have that certification. Uh, I've been all kinds of things, and a niche was never a thing for me. I know when I personally got into my shamanic healing work, and I started going on the ambition of that, I wanted to really push that, and be a healer as a profession kind of thing. And I wouldn't allow myself to fit into a niche. And with the artwork, the same way, I don't really want to be a niche. And even with the new style that I got going, the spiralism idea is, I don't want to be stuck in it. I got other things I want to do. And I don't even know if I want to do art forever by any means, but it has like totally changed my life. And I talked on Facebook, briefly about that, and 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 also I'll say to the effect of like, well, today when I was in the middle of a headache and I had the repeating thoughts of life is trash, my life is trash, I should just throw it away. I don't even know, I think I had 4 different photographers come up to me and take my photo. And every single one of them, I'm just like, I'm sorry, man, I'm not feeling it. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And they walk off and like, oh no, I don't mean it like that, man. I just like, I'm not going to show up too well right now. I feel like trash. I feel so horrible today. So horrible. All day, man, it was horrible. And about 7 o'clock tonight, I got rid of it. And I had to do, different techniques. It's like I shouldn't have even gone into work today, so to speak. I gotta pause it. Yeah, it was horrible today, and oh man, I shouldn't have gone in and get it stuffed. I shouldn't have gone and painted today, perhaps, but then I'm glad I did because I painted about 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. I just wrote down 6, but I did a fair amount today, so I'm glad I did it. But I don't even know if the painting looked good, even though I had several people tell me, "Oh, that looks great." It's like I can't even talk to you right now, man. I don't even want to look at you right now. I don't want to even look in your eyes because I just feel hate, and it's like that's not me. So, but anyway, today I put my artwork up in the truck like 4:30 at 5 o'clock, I think, and it took till 7 o'clock till I cleared everything. I just did some physical exercise, did some headstands, did some push-ups, did some pull-ups, stretched out a little bit, popped my back, went and got some food. I got the food first. Well, I did a little exercise and then food, then exercise again. And then just, it's like it just went away. It's like it doesn't even make sense. It just went away. And I'm back. And that repetition of thought is gone. And I know I've had that repetition of thought so many times the last couple of years, and sometimes it lasts days and days and days. And it's just, how do you live through that and continue on with attempting to get your life in order? How do you? I can't imagine. Except for I've had it happen to me. I've had it happen for days and days of the thought of life is trash, life is hell. Maybe it'd be best if I was never born and all that kind of thing. And maybe it is, right? But I'm not in that mode right now. Life is beautiful. The death that I found myself in is what's hard. The facing reality and the facing the fact that if I talked about it, I imagine I did. The fact that my dad will just. I wish I wouldn't call him Dad. Whatever. What else you call him? Call him by his name. Put some nicotine pouches in. Him standing at the doorway of the bathroom, or him standing at the toilet of the bathroom with the door open, and I walk in and he just stand there holding his dick in his hand, and he doesn't turn away, he doesn't say excuse me, he doesn't cover it up, he just looks over at me. and doesn't like blink or anything. He just looks at me, and he's just still got his dick in his hand, and it's like, what are you doing, man? Why? Like this year when it happened, it was not the first time of the year. We're and I haven't even been there in 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Have I been there at all this year? I'm pretty sure it was like the 7th or the 8th when I got when my truck broke down, and now I'm living in it, kind of thing, you know. But it wasn't the first time it happened this year when I seen it this year. Last year was 5 to 8 times. I just can't even think of how many times that happened. And after several times of it happening, I finally blew up on him, just like, and cussed him out and yelled at him. And be like, I don't know what I did, honestly. I wanted to beat the crap out of him, but I didn't, of course, you know. But I've had these things happen to me, and oh man, what was the guy at Planet Fitness, the black dude in Planet Fitness, when I got back from Colorado this last year anyway. I was using the Planet Fitness shower, and I got out the shower, and I was changing clothes, and you know, in Planet Fitness there's no private changing area. Well, there actually is in some of them, but not in this one. And there was a guy actually masturbating to me, looking at me from the shower with a shower curtain open like that. And I was like, that's much more than dick holding his dick. But at that moment, I'm like, what is going on? Stop. And he kept going. I'm like, oh. I'm pretty sure I like paused out my body a little bit for a minute there. But like me today, I don't know what I do. I might beat the crap out of him. But me then, I definitely wasn't going to. And I didn't. And yeah, it was an awkward situation. The guy left well before the cops got there. And heck, I left before the cops got there. You know, it was a completely awkward situation. I've had other men do crude things to me in my past, and I don't know how to react to it. And it was every time it was like Dick standing in the bathroom with his dick in his hand and just looking at me. Not that he gave a crazy look, but like, how do you look at somebody when you just look at them and and you still got your dick in your hand? And you know, it's completely awkward to the person that's not holding their dick in their hand, and it's like, what's going on here? Stop. What do you do? What do you do? So today, after speaking out on Facebook and saying how much my life has changed and how positive it's actually looking, I immediately, the next day, it was followed up with an attack psychically, and with those thoughts in my head. And I know that's not me, you know. I know, because I have a lot of ambition in life, and I love my life. I just it's just difficult, and it's like I want to enjoy my life with others, you know, but I don't know how that's going to happen. You know, it's still like that for me. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it will eventually, you know, as long as I don't have those repetitive thoughts in my head that can persist. But either way, the going into the physical exercise. I didn't try any breath work, but I probably should have. Breath work will help cut it out faster than anything. Uh, meditation, quote unquote, people say, but I don't really meditate, I'll be honest. Meditating for me is a whole line of thinking, not just sitting in silence. It's thinking, and like what I'm doing here, talking to you, which is actually going to be talking to me as well, because I'm going to listen to myself and I'm going to think about what I'm thinking about now, and probably contradict myself slightly or be like, oh, you know what you should have said, man? That's meditating. Anyway, if you watched, thanks for watching and all. Maybe I'll come on here more and talk, and maybe I won't. Come check out my art channel. And that would be Russell Parker Art. Now, I'm not going to call out this channel on Russell Parker Art, so please don't share. I want that to be a kid-friendly place, and this is more R-rated, and where kids are welcome, but we're not really talking about topics they probably should be listening to, unless, of course, they too are being abused, which I am. Anyway, I hope you have a great night. I'll get out of here.